These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is Morbid.
.com.
It's not. It's
You
not
said
the
it like
website.
you needed something like to come after it.
Just Morbid.
Yeah, you were like, and
Here
I was
we
like,
are.
.com.
Well, it's Morbid Listener Tales edition.
Yeah, brought to you by you, for you, from you, and all about you.
We love these. These are like a little shot to the arm.
Yeah, we love these, my dude.
You guys are just awesome at writing these.
And I feel like we're always like really in a slap happy kind of mood on the day where we've scheduled these, and I'm like, I feel like I need listener tales today.
It's true. It's a need. Really.
And they put me in a good mood.
They do. And I feel like, they're going to happen forever because we have so many listener tales in our email right now. We'll never run out of them.
I know, and I love that.
But keep sending them because we want to do them forever.
Yay.
So I think, our August listener tales, I will begin.
Okay. And
this first one is called Billy Bob and the Floating Fucking Head.
Hell yeah, it is.
A listener tale sent with a double-spaced doc.
See, that's just fucking primo.
That is fucking primo, Ked.
Fucking primo.
All right, let's see. Let me make it a little bigger because I'm not wearing my glasses.
Girl, I just did the same thing and I am wearing my contacts. I get it.
I thought I brought my glasses up here with me, but alas.
I can't see.
Hey, my spooky bitches. Hey. First of all, let me just say that I love y'all so damn much.
Love you too.
You're both super amazing and deserve all the hugs and ice cream and butt touches you can handle.
Butt touches?
I love you already. You too. Listening to your podcast gets me through the day. I was introduced to the podcast roughly 2 months ago and haven't been able to stop listening. I'm over 150 episodes in. When I do eventually catch up, I'm going to be super sad that I'll have to wait for new episodes.
I know. Dang, that's a fast binge.
That is.
Good for you.
Hopefully we'll be able to stay just right out in front of you.
I know,
so you're
right?
never caught up, I hope.
Some people say that does happen to them. They're like, I caught up, and then the day that I caught up, you released like an episode, and then the next day another one.
That's what I'm hoping. That's our goal.
Yeah.
Just to keep you always on your toes. Yeah.
Stay on that treadmill, okay?
Yeah, just on the morbid treadmill.
Just stay Forrest Gumping down the morbid lane.
Just gump down that road. I've always been open to the paranormal, but have never actively tried to seek it out. Cause, duh. Who the fuck wants to invite that bonkers crazy shit into their life? Not me. My Uber's here. Bye. But I have had a few spooky experiences in my life. I'm going to tell you about one that still gives me spine chills almost 25 years later and makes me want to hide under a mountain of blankets. I tend to ramble a bit, but I know you probably won't edit it, so whatever. I love that people know that now. They're like, you won't edit.
No.
It's cool. Names have been changed, including mine, because I'm a very private person and a bit paranoid after listening to so much true crime. I feel you. You can call me B. Or Bia? Is that Bia?
B.
We'll go with B. Because I aspire to be Dorothy. Oh, there you go. I aspire to be Dorothy from Golden Girls when I grow up.
That's the only reason
who doesn't? But here's some backstory. First of all, I fully believe that I am Dorothy.
I was
from Golden Girls.
Gonna say, we were talking about that the other day. You are Dorothy and I am Rose Nyland.
Yeah, 100%.
St. Olaf.
When I was young, about 7 years old, my mom started dating an absolute waste of DNA.
Same.
Like this absolute twat waffle should have been swallowed at conception.
A lot of them should have.
He was deeply redneck and somehow also bougie AF. I'm going to call him Billy Bob.
We love a bougie redneck if they're not a waste of DNA.
What a great combo if they're not the worst person ever. Billy Bob lived in a big-ass house decorated in what I'll call hillbilly chic. Yes. Animal heads all over the walls, hunting gear around every corner, cabinets of creepy-ass ceramic dolls and knickknacks.
Yeah.
Expensive electronics for every room, furniture no one was allowed to go near, let alone sit on. I don't understand that way
That's
of living,
like
by
when
the way.
people wrap their furniture in plastic.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Why?
Why do you have it?
Right.
Just, why do you have it? I shit you not, this motherfucker had an antique sofa that was trimmed in gold woodwork, along with a matching love seat and coffee table, all roped off.
Why would you, like, you're not a VIP club, dude.
You're not a museum.
You can't rope things off.
His house looked like an 87-year-old high-class woman and a 17-year-old country boy had moved in together and figure out how to decorate together. It was cheap. It was deeply terrible.
I love the vision that gives you.
Great reality show.
Right?
Great reality show. Let's have an 87-year-old high-class woman and a 17-year-old country boy. Have them go into a house and they got to decorate it. HGTV, are you listening?
But you know that the 87-year-old woman would just be like, fuck your feelings. Like,
fuck your feelings.
I'm decorating this with all the
But they have to
velvet.
come, but the rules are they have to come together.
Okay.
The rules of my reality show that I'm pitching to HGTV right now
TM.
is you have to work together. It has to be a 50-50 split.
TM.
Yeah.
I want to
sure.
do that yesterday.
Yeah.
I want
that's
to. Can I host it?
We're going to post it. We're going to pitch it, is what I mean.
Pitch it, and then we can host
We'll post it as well. To this day, I am 1000% positive that this dude is deeply haunted. Whenever we would stay with him, it always felt like I was being watched and would occasionally hear a disembodied voice or feel cold chills run down my back, like someone had just run their fingers up and down my spine.
Oh, just that?
Just that. I fucking hated the weekends when my mom would take me out to his house with her. That sucks.
Yeah.
They tended to stay out of the house and leave me with his shitty daughter, who I'll call Carol, who was 14 and loved to try and scare me because, you know, she was a total shit sandwich. She would hide around corners and jump out and scare me, lock me in the bathroom and force me to play Bloody Mary before she would let me out, or hide under the bed I would sleep on and grab my ankles when I would sit down on it, just generally being the worst.
I mean, she does have some pretty good tactics, though.
What a bitch. That's terrible.
She was dedicated.
Carol, you're a bitch. So when he moved from the middle of nowhere to buttfuck nowhere, when he moved from the middle of nowhere to buttfuck nowhere,
First he was in the middle,
but
then
now
he
he's
moved
like
to butt fuck.
nowhere.
Right.
Mom decided he should just move in. We should just move in with him. That's a bad decision. Not the best decision she's ever made. Okay, good. But everyone's makes mistakes. Absolutely. But like, what the fuck, Mom? She said that, not me. So when we were moving in, for some reason, all his extra shit got put in my room because, you know, the other 4 bedrooms weren't good enough for his precious trophies. What?
That's real
Animal
weird.
heads, hunting gear, and piles of boxes. I wasn't allowed to pick a different room because he wanted me as far from his bedroom as possible.
What the? Okay, so put your shit in a different room, my dude.
Also, that's a red flag, Mom.
Yeah. Well, look at the next
I'm gonna
sentence.
go ahead. Seriously, you can tell I haven't read this. Where the hell was my mom when this decision was made? Thank you.
Yeah, that's like not okay.
On the back porch, halfway into her 3rd bottle of wine. Don't worry, she no longer drinks, and we have an absolutely amazing relationship now. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, evolution. The first night there, I had to sleep on the floor on a pile of blankets since we hadn't set up my bed frame yet, with a deer head staring straight fucking at me. Like little B was not happy about it. I was scared of the dark, had crazy anxiety, and had trouble adjusting to new places. This seems like the worst possible position for you to be put in. If that is like
making me so
I'm like
sad.
very upset for you, right? Like young you right now.
This is
like,
also
I'm
resonating.
Feeling very stressful. Yeah, I think that's why I'm like, stop.
I feel like I'm having a little bit of PTSD right now.
Oh, I begged to be able to sleep in the living room, but Billy Bob was convinced I would try to sleep on his precious fucking antique couch. I hate this guy, and I hate that you were put in this position.
Seriously.
He told me that I would sleep in my room and told me not to leave it unless I was to go to the bathroom or I would be in big trouble. Okay, fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
He also refused to let me sleep with the light on because, you know, he's a fucking cunt.
Oh my god, you sweet little baby angel.
I hate this. I ended up finally falling asleep around midnight after basically exhausting myself by having anxiety attacks and crying.
Oh god.
When I fell asleep, the entire house was dark and quiet, like unnaturally quiet. But quiet is better than having some random spooky talking to you about how much they hate you. Yeah.
Aww.
I woke up a few hours later. I'm gonna just assume it was around 3 because that's when the diamonds get up to party. I woke up to that fucking deer head floating right above my head.
What?
Not sitting next to me, not leaned against the wall where Billy Bob left it, above my fucking head, looking directly at me. So as I made contact with Bambi from hell, my only thought was, oh shit, it followed us. My 7-year-old brain was like, just pull the blanket over your head. Because, you know, kids are dumb. I waited for what felt like hours, but was probably like 5 minutes, and poked my head out from under the blanket. Bambi was back to its original position against the wall. I got up, turned the light on, because fuck you, Billy Bob, and tried to lay back down to sleep. I fell asleep for what felt like 10 minutes and then woke up again. This time, Bambi had friends. Bambi floated above my head, a stuffed rabbit was floating near the wall by the door, and a stuffed squirrel was on my fucking pillow.
This sounds like a really bad acid trip.
I hate this. I noped out of there so fucking fast that I'm pretty sure my legs looked like the Roadrunners and ran across the house to bang on Billy Bob's door. My mom tried to calm me down and walked me back to my room, thinking that Carol was just playing another dumb trick on me, which I'm not gonna lie, I was totally thinking maybe it's Carol being a cunt.
Carol has like animatronics.
But maybe it's
now.
like maybe it's dark in there. She just woke up and Carol like set shit up to make it look, you know. When we got there, everything was where I left it, except they weren't floating. Bambi had dropped onto my bed with one antler broken and the other stabbed into my pillow. The rabbit looked like it had been thrown against the wall, and the squirrel was on the floor next to my pallet, missing its fucking head.
Oh, I bet Billy Bob's gonna be pissed too, because his like taxidermy shit is ruined.
She walked to Carol's room and found her snoring her hairy ass off. So it definitely wasn't her being a dickbag again. I ended up staying in the living room for the rest of the night with all the lights I could reach turned on and wrapped in a giant blanket.
Okay, let's be honest. I feel like when we were all like really first starting our periods, we all had that moment where we bled through our jeans or something like that, and it always happened at school or at a sleepover somewhere really embarrassing. Periods always come with enough surprises, right? So nobody wants a pad that stinks. And honestly, women have been expected to just deal with that for way too long. That's why Kotex is changing the game with a completely redesigned lineup of pads and liners like Kotex BioCare. Kotex BioCare is the first and only pad with the pH proactive system that helps optimize the pad's pH. And the pad helps combat odor and irritants from period blood. Listen, We take care of our faces with 12-step routines, but we're just going to ignore our downstairs mix-up? Absolutely not. Kotex BioCare gets it, and I love that. Check out Kotex.com for more details on the new launch of Kotex BioCare, available in regular, heavy, overnight, and daily liners. Every flow covered. Now available at retailers nationwide. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I would have, like, if I was your mom, I would have slept with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, literally.
I fell asleep sitting up at one point and was awoken abruptly when I heard a faint whispering in my ear. Are you asleep yet?
Ugh.
Fucking spookies. I'm 7 and terrified. Leave me the fuck alone. I ended up staying awake in the living room until the sun came up and begged to move to an empty bedroom. The next night I struggled to sleep again because the spooky thought it would be funny to flicker my lights and turn the clock radio on and off, always to static.
Ugh.
The whispering also continued, but this time it was things like, you smell like my wife. And
What the fuck?
I wonder what your flesh tastes like.
What? I gotta go.
Except it was all in a deep growling voice, like calm down Bundy.
Ew.
So he's literally like, you smell like my wife.
It's like funny now, but imagine being 7 and hearing that.
I can't imagine being 35 and hearing that.
Just waking up to like, you smell like my wife. What your flesh tastes like? Like, it's scary.
Smell like my wife. Like how he turned like real country.
I feel like I've been listening to so much Watch What Crappens that I just want to say, you smell like my bitch wife.
Listen to Watch What Crappens, guys.
So
It'll make you so happy. A few other incidents happened, but the details are fuzzy since I'm pretty sure my 7-year-old brain decided to block it all out for my own sanity. Small side note, they never found the squirrel head. I was going to ask about that. My mom ended up taking me to my auntie's house to stay most weeknights and every weekend. Thanks, Auntie, for taking in a scared 7-year-old and teaching me about sage and other ways to cleanse yourself and your home of these Damon bastards. Wow, what a good auntie.
I'm also like a little mad at your mom right now. I'm really glad that everything got fixed, but I'm mad at your mom.
Okay, I'm not a little mad at your mom. Like, super glad you have an awesome relationship now. Like, evolving is a good thing. Everybody can change. But, like, I'm real mad at your old mom. Like, I'm mad at who she was.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very angry. Luckily, the relationship ended after a couple months, and we never had to see Billy Bob's haunted hillbilly ass or his evil daughter again.
Oh my god.
I'm currently living in a house with a couple of friendly spooky boys. We have an understanding. They don't fuck with me or my babies, and I don't sage their spooky asses into oblivion. But I hope you enjoyed my story. Sorry for rambling a bit, but I'm trash. Sup, Ash?
Hey.
I love you both so very much and would love to see a live show if you ever pop up in my state. But please don't say it out loud if you end up reading this report.
I was like, oh, she said it.
You know what? I'm going to put a beep over that because that's just funny.
That is funny.
Sorry I said that out loud, but nobody can hear it now. Because a bish is paranoid. I feel you. Please never stop making podcasts. I don't want to. I don't care if I don't care if it's just y'all shooting the shit and talking about random things. I live for the banter and the weirdness. Alaina's giggle is the most infectious and adorable thing ever.
Aww.
And I feel like I relate to Ash on so many levels. We might as well be best friends.
This story made me realize that I related to you on every level.
Your podcast has become a safe space for me to indulge my spooky true crime addiction. Stay safe and keep it weird, Ash-centric.
But not, I thought you were saying Ash say that.
No. But it's an Ash-centric if you want to say it.
Okay, but not so weird that you have to live, hold on. But not so weird that you have the live action cast of Bambi haunting and attempting to stab you in the face while you sleep, and the demons that haunt your mom's hillbilly bitch boyfriend decide that they want to try to make you their next 3 a.m. snack. You smell like my wife.
You smell like my wife. B. P.S. I've probably read and edited this about a dozen times. It all just looks weird. It all just looks like weird electronic alphabet soup at this point. So I'm sorry if some of it doesn't make sense. No, you did great. B. That was terrifying.
It was terrifying, and it just made me very sad.
I'm very angry for your like younger self.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
But you know what? I'm really glad that you and your mom like made it through, and that Billy Bob can go fuck himself, and that, you know, you have a good relationship now.
Yeah, I think that's great.
You know, people can change.
They can.
If they decide to.
Yeah.
They have to decide to. So I'm glad your mom made that choice.
I love that. I'm like very much in like a
Like,
mom
yeah.
hatred moment, and I'm like, yeah.
But that's why I'm like, you know what? She has to decide to, and good on your mom for making that decision.
Hell yeah. Have your mom call my mom, except don't. It's too late.
Hell yeah.
This one is called That Time My Grandparents Found a Murder Victim's Bloody Body in Their Front Lawn.
All right, let's
Yay.
do
You
this.
sent that to the right place, huh?
Yep.
Hi, Alaina and Ash. My name is... Can I say it? Can I say it? Doesn't say not to. My name is Beth, and I wanted to tell you about the time my grandparents found a dead, spoiler alert, murdered body in their front yard.
Oh.
Back in the fall of 2013, my grandparents were in their early 70s and living the good life in their nice home at the end of a dead end. No pun intended.
Huh.
In rural... I fucking hate that word. South Illinois.
Rural juror.
But they were in Illinois. My younger cousins were spending the day with them, and my grandma had taken them into town to do errands, eat lunch, or something. My grandpa stayed home. So my grandpa was doing his thing, likely watching golf and napping, when he got a knock at the door. He goes to the door and is met with multiple police officers with their guns drawn. Whoa. The first thing they do is ask him if he has any guns in the house. He says he does, because he does. And so they ask him to step outside of the house, I guess where they can control the situation better. One of the officers shows my grandpa a picture on his phone of a woman's face that is clearly all bloody and dead, and asks my grandpa if he recognizes or knows this woman. My grandpa is like, no, should I?
What the hell?
And the officers say, well, she's out on your front lawn, so...
What?
Like, imagine you're just watching golf and napping and this happens.
You just wake up from a nice golf nap, and they're like, well, this dead lady's on your front lawn,
You're
so
like, well, that's
what do
not
you know
chill.
about it? And he's like, nothing.
I don't know anything about that. The officers say that one of the neighbors called 911 after their children, found the body. Apparently, the neighbors' kids were playing and saw something from a distance, so they came to investigate, and unfortunately, they found the body.
Ooh.
That'll change you. My grandpa said that his wife, my grandma, had gone into town a couple hours before with their 3 grandchildren, and he's pretty sure she would have seen a bloody body on their front lawn when she left, so he's pretty sure it wasn't there just a few hours before.
I love that he's like, you know, my wife went into town a couple hours ago. I feel like she would have told me if there was a dead murdered body on our front lawn.
He's like, we just have that kind of relationship and understanding where if she sees a dead body, she'll let me know.
It's all about communication in our relationship, so I feel like she would have communicated that to me.
Communication is key. Sorry for that nasty ass horse cough. It just had to come out. This was the middle of the day, remember? So it's not like the body got dumped in the dead of the night. That's really insane.
Wow.
Anyway, so the officers are like, call your wife and tell her not to come home right now, which was really smart of them because they didn't want my 3 young cousins coming into that chaotic scene. So my grandpa calls my grandma and tells her what's going on. And this is a funny little side story that I'm going to go into, but I think it's worth it. My grandpa tells my grandma what's happening and tells her that the police showed him a picture of the woman. He tells her that she had blonde hair, but he couldn't really make out her face because she was so bloody and he didn't think he recognized her. Now my grandma, being the traumatic queen that she is, immediately makes the connection that my mother, their daughter, has blonde hair, and for no reason whatsoever begins freaking out that maybe the dead woman is my mom / their daughter.
You know what? I can kind of see.
Yeah, as a parent. And it's
I
like,
kind of see that.
who else's dead body is going to be on your lawn?
Like, what happened?
So my grandma tries to call my mom immediately to make sure she's alive, but my mom was working and didn't answer, which sends my grandma into a tailspin. So my grandma then calls my older sister, who is also at work, because remember, it's the middle of a weekday, and my sister answers. The first thing my grandma says to her is, Sarah, have you talked with your mother? Something terrible has happened. And before my sister can answer, my grandma says, oh, hold on, I'm getting another call. My grandma literally would do the exact same thing.
Is your grandma my mom?
Like, she will do that shit all the time. She'll be like, oh my God, I have to tell you the story. Hang on, I have the other line beeping
I have to tell you this terrible thing that I've been up all night. I can't even stop there. Oh, hold on. There's another line.
Hold on, your grandfather just walked in. I'll call you back.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
What? No, like,
what?
Jesus. She did that to me the other day. She's like, let me call you back in 10 about like something important, and then never called me back.
Yeah.
I was like, Ma.
You'll never know.
Anyways. Yeah, and then she switches over to take the other call. What the fuck, Meme? And I think it's Meme.
Yeah.
My sister has no idea what is going on and is obviously starting to freak out. She said she started grabbing her purse and closing down her computer and just preparing to just up and leave work because something is clearly very, very wrong. Well, turns out the other call was my mom calling my grandma back.
Oh my God.
But my grandma in her tizzy didn't think about that when she switched over from my sister after giving her a literal heart attack.
Oh my God, this is literally my family.
This is actually our family. Like, I feel this.
This is unreal.
So eventually my grandma switches back over and is like, JK, everything's fine. Your mom is not murdered and not dead on our front lawn. We all laugh about this story a lot now, but back to the real story.
I'm glad you told that side story.
I needed that. So police question my grandpa, but quickly figure out he did not murder someone and then just put them outside on his front lawn so they clear him. They process the crime scene and take the body away and tell him that my grandma can come home now. And she does, and they just like live there again. They just go to sleep that night, not knowing what happened or who or why a dead body showed up on their front lawn that afternoon. I can't imagine. You're like, oh, if someone was murdered on my front lawn, I would be like, we got to get a hotel for tonight, man. Like, we got to get out of here.
They just like live there.
Just go back to living.
They just go to sleep that night.
Oh my God. So luckily, police pretty quickly found out what happened. All right, we'll stop laughing.
All right, hold on. It's going to get real. So
it's actually quite a sad story, but the woman who was murdered was 66-year-old Barbara Beers. It's not entirely clear how 30-year-old Tamara Williams ended up in Barbara's car. Either Barbara offered to give Tamara a ride after Tamara asked for one, or Tamara carjacked her.
Oh, no.
But once inside the car, Tamara stabbed Barbara numerous times and then dumped her body and took off with her car heading to Georgia.
Jeez.
Tamara was later apprehended in Tennessee, charged with murder, found not guilty by reason of insanity, and sentenced to life in a psychiatric facility. Really sad all around.
Wow.
But it is believed that Tamara thought she was turning onto a country road that would lead into the woods where she could dump the body. But then she found herself at the road's end. Remember, it was a dead-end road.
Oh, yeah.
And there were some houses around, so she just panicked and threw the body out of the car and sped off. Like,
That's
what?
Out of my realm of even thinking.
Seriously.
But he's like, oh, no woods. Guess I'll just dump this dead body I just murdered
Right.
onto a front lawn.
I guess that must be like part
Wow.
of the reason why
Yeah.
she was found insane. So, and my grandparents just happened to be the people whose house she picked in front of and dumped a bloody body out into the front lawn
That's
of.
crazy.
And for a very morbid ending, after all this, the city put a dead end sign right in front of my grandparents'
Stop.
house so that I guess future murderers would know that this is not a good place to dump a body.
Wow.
And when we all go there for gatherings, we just drive by that sign and remember the time that a dead body was found in the yard.
Stop.
And then they provided some links about the story and said, y'all are the best. Thanks for being real ass, badass, hilarious, morbid bitches and giving all of us the morbid weirdness we need in our lives. Thank you.
Anytime. But damn, what a story.
Oh my goodness.
I laughed so hard when she's like, and just like lived there.
They just like went back to living
Just
there.
like went back to living there.
I mean, really, like, what else are you gonna do?
You can't just like sell your house. Like,
Right.
that's your house that you've lived in for how long?
No, and then like I was saying, like I would go to a hotel, but then like, would you even want to? Because then it's like, is someone
Yeah.
gonna break into your house and like live there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why my mind just went to like the murderer would come back.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
live there,
who
but
knows? It would freak me out.
I don't know your life.
I don't know your life.
I don't know that murderer's life.
I don't either.
I don't want to.
Who knows it?
Fuck it.
Only that person.
I'm staying in my house.
I'm doing it.
Bye.
All right, moving on. That was a wonderful one, so
That
thank
was
you
so
for that. This one is entitled Two-Part New England Listen a Tale.
Yeah, it is.
Let's do this. It says, hello. First and foremost, I truly appreciate all your shows and hearing you get excited over New England specific murder and ghost tales. As a former Connecticut native living in Memphis, Tennessee, it brings me joy to hear you Freudian slip out your Boston accents and constant use the word wicked. Yes.
This is gonna be a wicked good listen to tale.
It's going to be so good. I get just as excited to hear about these stories close to home and hope that you will enjoy these wicked tales out of Connecticut, even if you don't share them on the pod. We are.
Here we are. Sharing them
I
on
figured
the
that
pod.
while I was writing to you, I might as well tell you both a murder and a ghostly story, both personally experienced. It's long as fuck, but hey, it's in a pudafa, so that's got to count for something. Heck,
It counts
yes.
for everything.
It does. It counts for so much.
And you know that what do you always say? Brevity isn't our strong
brevity is not something I'm all about. So Let's see. Part 1 is entitled Murdery Shit. I grew up in a really small town called Andover, Connecticut. I should just do this whole thing in a really exaggerated Boston accent.
For sure.
Not to be mistaken with the bougie and affluent town of Andover, Massachusetts.
Oh, you're really going to?
And no, I'm not. In our Andover, I feel like I have to say Andover.
Yeah, you do.
There was one stoplight, two.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. Let's talk about bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, and it doesn't have to be that way. But with SoFi's high-yield checkings and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit. No account or overdraft fees. We love transparency. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, plus get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/morbid. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. Getting scared is one thing. Getting a thrill is, well, you want more of those in your life. The Genesis GV70 is built to thrill, baby. A thrilling yet elegant design always makes driving the GV70 an exciting adventure. Its powerful athletic stance screams performance and turns heads. Everybody's looking at you, girl, or boy, or whoever. Command the road and experience a class-leading standard 300 horsepower. Oh my God. Plus, discover the different dynamic drive modes for all different terrains. Choose between the different terrain modes for whatever road conditions you may encounter. The Genesis GV70's award-winning technology and performance lets you drive with comfort and drive with confidence all at the same time. It's an exciting SUV with intuitive tech that can make your ride smooth even when the road isn't. And its blind spot cameras allow you to see what's next to you. It's like having eyes on the side of your head. That's pretty iconic. Its performance, by the way, is measured not only in power, but in how it makes you feel confident, sexy. The Genesis GV70. Learn more at genesis.com and feel the GV70.
Gas stations, you get the picture. When I was in the 4th grade, my parents came home one night after attending their high school reunion and brought with them an updated yearbook.
Yearbook.
The yearbook. This yearbook highlighted all the wonderful and fucked up things their classmates had done in their adult lives.
Yeah, just do it. I like
My
it.
dad started to tally up all the men and women who had ended up in prison for one thing or another. After 30 minutes of reminiscing on all of the messed up and wicked things these people had done, my dad turned to me and asked, "Which of your classmates do you think will end up in prison?" Because that's exactly the question you should be asking your 10-year-old child. Without a second thought, I immediately answered, Michael.
Yeah, we all have one.
We all do. My classmates and I had watched this boy kill bugs and small rodents during recess ever since we were in kindergarten. Can you say warning signs?
No, but I can say warning signs.
Warning signs, kid. Like he would literally plan out his days sharpening sticks and going on rampages, climbing up trees in an attempt to stab squirrels and chipmunks. As a teacher now, I am very concerned at how the hell my teachers at the time didn't notice this behavior happening too. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that.
I feel like back then they were probably just like, I don't want to deal with
They're
it
like,
today.
there he is, just climbing a tree again. It's fine.
He's got parents.
Already being a mini murderino at this time, I knew that shit was bad news. Unfortunately, our teachers were way too busy discussing their torrid affair with one another to give a shit about the little boy killing things on the playground.
I'm screaming.
They're having a torrid affair.
What does that mean again?
A torrid affair?
Yeah.
like a heated, like an affair.
Oh.
Like a hot affair.
Oh, okay. Like a hot commodity.
Yeah, well, like an affair.
See, whenever I hear
Like they're fucking each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I was like, how do I?
Like they're fucking each other. I love that you clapped your hands to like signify that they were fucking.
That's what that is.
This is how that works. No, because I misunderstood. Because I was like about to say, I thought an affair was like when you were like going out on your
Yeah.
man or woman.
No, like an affair can just be like you can have an affair when you're like single. It's just like an affair.
Oh.
Like a torrid affair.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't think you could have an
Yeah.
affair when you were single.
Yeah, I mean it's mostly like an affair is
All
when
right,
you're
all
cheating
right.
on someone.
Thank
But
you.
You know, they shouldn't be
It's when
having
you're-
this affair because they are co-workers. Flash forward 10 years.
All right.
I'm in my sophomore year of college, and I see a news article saying there has been a murder in my tiny bumfuck town. Immediately, the name Michael came to mind, knowing deep down that if anyone in that town was going to be murdered, it would be the asshole to look for in question. Ends up, Michael had been riding his dirt bike by two men fishing at the town lake. The two exchanged words, but then ended up parting ways. A few hours later, Michael rode his dirt bike to the man's house, shooting him point blank in the front yard while his toddler son watched.
Oh, I hate that part of it.
Ah!
His toddler son watched his father get shot. Oh my God.
Michael claimed that the man had, quote, disrespected him during the earlier verbal altercation. I'm shook.
I know.
Come to find out, Michael had recently gotten into an altercation and shot a flamethrower into his girlfriend's eyes, blinding her. What is happening with Michael?
Michael had recently gotten to an altercation and then just... why does he
Shot
have
a flamethrower
Why-
into his girlfriend's eyes?
Why does he have a flamethrower on his person?
Why?
What? Who's just
One might
carrying
ask.
around flamethrowers?
What is going on, Michael? This was from the jump.
What even
Obviously.
is a flamethrower?
What even is a torrid affair?
What is anything anymore?
Despite the seriousness of this crime, yeah, I'm like, why was he walking around?
Right?
Michael was allowed to return home while awaiting prosecution due to the fact that his girlfriend refused to press charges.
Wow, she's a better woman than
Whoa.
me. She probably just didn't want to go through all the traumaticness of it all.
I imagine she was terrified. And that's when he murdered this poor innocent man. So he got out of
Jesus.
this and then he did this. All I can say is, teaches, if a student comes up to you and tells you their classmate is killing things on the playground, please pause the sexy talk with your coworker and do something about it.
Pause your torrid affair.
Pause your talk. That was like very New York of you. Part 2. Ghostly shit.
Yeah, I need that after that.
I figured that while I'm writing, I might as well make it a twofa. So let me tell you about a haunting straight out of Paranormal Activity. Love it. In the tiny town of Hebron, I don't know how to say that, but I'm going to look it up because I am from New England and that's what I do. I looked it up and I was right. I thought I was, but I got scared because people get upset about pronunciations.
Yeah, they certainly do.
But this person's from New England, so I feel like they wouldn't.
They get it.
That's just me. But I got it right either way, so whatever. Here
Ding,
we are.
ding, ding, we have a winner.
All right, Hebron, Connecticut, also known as the location of one of Ed and Lorraine Warren's most notable investigations. We love that. I was living with my family in a small ranch located next to some old farmland and an abandoned road no longer in use.
Hell yeah.
Wow. The 6 of us were sandwiched in that place like a can of sardines and learning how to meld our 2 step families together. So tensions were already running high.
Oh no.
What a way to bond. Immediately after moving in, my family began to notice some strange happenings. Doors opening, things being moved, voices, you know, all the normal paranormal experiences. Things only began to escalate as time went on. One of the first extreme experiences was when my boyfriend at the time was babysitting my stepbrothers, and the one and only family picture we had in our home came flying off the wall across our living room and shattered on the floor.
The ghost was like, you guys don't belong together.
I'm gonna shatter this picture.
Fuck your family.
As if that wasn't fucked up enough. One night I was sleeping on an air mattress on the living room floor. I was awakened by the sound of chairs moving, people placing glasses onto a table, and the shuffling of playing cards. What?
They were literally just like having a poker night at your house.
They're just like broing out in the middle of the night.
That's a great group
Right?
of ghosts.
Honestly, that's like our other story that was like a spooky boy lives in my house and like we have an understanding. I feel like it's just like, okay, play your cards.
Go ahead.
Let's
Go off.
But like, that's it.
Right.
That's all you can do. I sat there a moment only to realize that we didn't have a kitchen table. Oh, no. Freaked the fuck out. I sat there for a moment not wanting to move. And next thing I know, the aquarium that resided about 10 feet from where I was sleeping was dumped onto me.
Okay, so you guys did not have an understanding.
The communication was not where
Oh
it
no,
should be.
I can just think of like fishies flopping.
Yeah, just being like flop, flop, blah, blah, blah. Well, that feeling of not wanting to move quickly subsided, and I ran my ass into my dad's room and attempted to explain why the hell I was soaking wet, and our pet frogs were currently Sorry.
Our pet frogs
were currently hopping merrily about our living room.
I kind of love that. Like, I set them free.
He's just setting them free. Things only began to get worse from there.
Wait, I need to know, did your dad believe you? Like, was he mad at you? What happened?
Is he like, did you dump out that aquarium on yourself?
Are we having like really intense
What's
behavioral
happening?
issues?
The doorbell began to go off randomly, despite my dad having disconnected it from any power source.
That happened at Mom and Papa's house before.
Did. We heard footsteps running up and down the hall. We saw black shadows in our basement. Hell, even packs of coyotes would gather in our yard and stare at our house in unison at night.
That happened to Alaina the other fucking
that
day.
Literally happened the other night. Oh,
but weren't they yapping? They weren't just staring.
They were pissed. Yeah, they weren't just staring. They were like screaming.
Yeah.
It was very ominous.
That's
and very
really
scary.
fucking scary.
While those occurrences were enough to establish the baseline for one wicked horror movie by themselves, this was, unfortunately, not the most notable event from our paranormal experiences. Ooh, tell me. The day my boyfriend and first love broke up with me. Yup, the same guy who was there to witness the picture of our family flying off the wall. The angsty teenager I was decided that I would burn all of his shit in a nice little bonfire in my driveway. Don't you love the teenage thought processes?
Yes.
After ensuring that all items had been sufficiently singed, I walked my ass back inside to go and cry my eyes out on the couch for a few hours until the rest of my family got home. While sitting there, I heard footsteps going up the stairs from the basement and garage. I said, "Hello," expecting my stepmom or one of my brothers to respond. Nothing.
Yeah.
Weirded out, I called, "Hello," once again, and watched as the door began to swing open with no one there. Fed up with all the ghostly bullshit and hyped up by teenage heartbreak, I screamed out, "For the love of all that is good, not today, demon." Well, the demonic presence did not like that and let out the most horrific growling scream I have ever heard in my life. I just got full chills all over my body.
That's really fucking scary.
Think something straight out of The Exorcist. I ran my ass out the back door so fast you could have seen smoke coming off my feet. I sat hysterical next to my pile of burnt up boyfriend shit and waited for my stepmom to come home because you could not pay me $1 million to go back into that house alone.
Oh.
When she finally arrived, I told her word for word what had happened, avoiding the fact that there was a pile of ash-ridden teddy bears and letters still slightly burning in our driveway.
She's like, "Are you also a pyro?"
She's like, "What's happening?" We mustered up enough courage to walk into the garage, up the stairs, and back into our living space, holding hands the entire time.
Oh.
We turned the corner only to see every single cabinet door, the microwave, fridge, and pull-out freezer and dishwasher open. This always freaks me out. And the sink blasting out water from the faucet. Yup, just like in Paranormal Activity 2. After turning off the sink and closing up the fridge and freezer, we hightailed it out of there and drove to the nearest parking lot to await my father's arrival home. The next day, we put the house up for sale.
Oh my God.
Damn.
You know what's funny? It's like reading this, you're like, oh my God, that's like kind of funny that like like just picture a demon opening up all your cabinets.
No, that's one of the scariest things that can happen.
It literally is so scary, but if you picture it, it's fucking hilarious.
But I don't picture them like using their hand to open all the cabinets. I picture them like just like making all the cabinets open.
See, I picture them like literally like going one way
Yeah,
and like,
see,
I'm gonna be an
that's
asshole,
funny.
and that makes me feel better.
Yeah, see, I think of it the other way, where they just blast all of them open because they're scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what happens when you see it in like movies.
Yeah,
or
like
they
all
all
at
just
once.
shoot open at once.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's just scary. I don't
Demons
like it.
are like weird with the shit that they do.
Yeah, they are. Strange occurrences continued to happen to us, our friends and family members, each time we were present in the house. Hell, the ghosts even fucked with the health class baby doll my friends and I had to bring home for a school project. That little shit would not stop crying. That might just be babies. Luckily, the entity did not follow us in our new house, and we are able to find peace once again. Thank you for sticking with this long-ass story, and I hope you keep it weird, but not so weird that you ignore signs of a serial killer and a child who moved into a demon-infested house. Anything to add, Ash?
I'm still shook. I think not so weird that your cabinet's open at once. I don't know. I'm shook by your story, man.
That's it's real weird what happened to your cabinets, man. After all of that, like murder, like demon shit, you're just like, this fucking cabinets. That's wild.
I'm stressed about it, but also picturing it makes me laugh. I'm like stuck. You know how people get hooked on phonics? I'm hooked on cabinets. I'm hooked on cabinetry.
Wow, that was something. It really was.
Oh, shit. That was funny.
Oh, thank you, fellow New Englander.
I love a New
I
Englander.
appreciate it.
Morbid. All right. Well, my next one is called Listener Tales. Not so cute after all. This one is from Grizz, and I got excited about that because, as you all know, I love Grizz. Hi, Ash. Hi, Alaina. I'm Grizz from Ottawa, Canada. Hopefully I said that right. I'm about 100 episodes into your podcast. For people who are mostly talking about horrific crimes and creepy demon things, you sure have been making me happy. You also jiggled some of my brain cells and brought back a memory I haven't thought of in a long time. This happened about 25 years ago, and I will almost certainly get some of the details wrong, but this is how I remember it. I took a law class in grade 12, and we went on a field trip to the provincial courthouse. The assignment was to pick a courtroom, observe the proceedings, and then write a report about it. It's a big city with a big courthouse, and we all dispersed when we got there. Most of my classmates got to watch people bicker about divorce or parking tickets or something. I wandered alone down a bland hallway and slipped into the back of a random courtroom with absolutely no idea what was going on inside.
This is already amazing.
I really want to do that someday. The trial I wandered into had been going on for some time already, so there was no opening statement when I got there to explain any of what this was about. They just got right into it. Both the defendant and the guy they brought to the witness box were my own age. They were dressed all spiffy for court, and they were pretty cute, I thought, at least until the witness started talking.
Uh-oh.
The kid said that he was with a group of friends, all teenagers, and they were out walking super late at night when they saw a guy they knew who owed them some kind of money for drugs. It didn't say some kind of money. I don't know why I said
Just
that.
some kind of money.
Some money for drugs.
We would prefer US dollars, but if they were going to give loonies and toonies, that's okay too. Just some kind of money.
Monopoly will work on a Tuesday. Now, they demanded the money, but he said he didn't have it, so they kidnapped him. Oh, okay.
Oh, no big deal.
Oh, cool. I forget how, and they took him into a house in the Byward Market. That was really hard to say. Byward, that's all.
Byward, yeah.
I wanted to say like Bryward for some reason. Now, that's kind of a touristy downtown neighborhood where there are a lot of outdoor market stalls, and a lot of the houses around there are pretty old. One of the teenagers was house sitting there for a man who was on vacation. I want to know why that man trusted this seedy teenager. The kid on the witness stand was telling his story as casually as if he were talking about a movie he saw or something. The teenagers dragged the kidnapped guy down to the basement. Most of them smoked some pot and played guitar in the rec room, while the defendant, who had tied the kidnapped guy to a chair in the workshop, tortured the guy. I don't think it was super clear whether he was still thinking he might actually get the money from the victim at that point, or if he was just reacting to not getting the money. That's that's so scary. You're just torturing someone for
You're
money
like, well,
that they
you
owe
didn't
you?
give me money, so now I'm just going to... In the fact that it's like, it's not clear if he really wanted the money after that.
Or if he
was
just wanted to torture someone. It's like that kid was going to end up in prison for something someday.
Yeah.
The witness said
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. Let's talk about bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, and it doesn't have to be that way. But with SoFi's high-yield checkings and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit. No account or overdraft fees. We love transparency. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, plus get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/morbid. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. Getting scared is one thing. Getting a thrill is, well, you want more of those in your life. The Genesis GV70 is built to thrill, baby. A thrilling yet elegant design always makes driving the GV70 an exciting adventure. Its powerful athletic stance screams performance and turns heads. Everybody's looking at you, girl, or boy, or whoever. Command the road and experience a class-leading standard 300 horsepower. Oh my God. Plus, discover the different dynamic drive modes for all different terrains. Choose between the different terrain modes for whatever road conditions you may encounter. The Genesis GV70's award-winning technology and performance lets you drive with comfort and drive with confidence all at the same time. It's an exciting SUV with intuitive tech that can make your ride smooth even when the road isn't. And its blind spot cameras allow you to see what's next to you. It's like having eyes on the side of your head. That's pretty iconic. Its performance, by the way, is measured not only in power, but in how it makes you feel confident, sexy. The Genesis GV70. Learn more at genesis.com and feel the GV70.
Popped into the workshop at one point to see what was going on, and the defendant was doing something to the victim with electrical cords.
What?
If you know how to do something to somebody with electrical cords, like...
That's like hillside strangler shit. We haven't covered them yet, but like, just wait.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Then the witness went back out and listened to some music and hung out with his buddies a little while longer. I love that he was like, you know what? Let's just like jam.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I see that you're working with electrical cords, so like I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna vibe out a little bit back here. You let me know when you're done.
The vibes in here aren't exactly immaculate, so I'm gonna go to where we are vibing.
To try to get it better in there.
You guys don't seem like you're vibing. He returned a second time and said he thought the victim was still alive at that point too, but he wasn't sure because he was kind of slumped in the chair. What he was sure of was that at some point that night, the defendant killed the man that they'd kidnapped. Oh my God.
Damn.
So yeah, evidently this was a murder trial.
Yeah, I'd say so.
The kids then had a body to
That
dispose
law class
of.
really did you good.
I know, I'm like, good job.
I declare this a murder trial.
We've got a moira. The kids had a body to dispose of, and this was a tricky situation because they didn't have a car and they were right downtown. But at least part of the basement had a dirt floor, so they decided to wrap the body in trash bags, bury it in the floor, and hope for the best. I think they also said they dismembered it, but I'm not sure why.
Wow.
Another teenage witness came up and told basically the same story. She looked so gosh darn normal while sounding like a complete sociopath.
Wow.
That was it. Time was up and I had to go catch the bus and get back to school. Imagine going back to school after like tuning into that.
I'd be like, no.
That's when you became a weirdo.
Yeah.
I never heard what happened to the man whose house it was.
Yeah, he just came home from like his vacation.
Yeah,
this guy's supposed to be house sitting.
He came home and presumably found a mangled murder victim in his basement. I read the newspaper every day looking for an article so I could learn the rest of the story, but all I ever found was a tiny blurb and a couple pages in, with barely enough information for me to be sure it was about the trial I'd watched. It said the kid was convicted. I guess since everyone involved was a minor, there were limits on what they could publish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things got tricky with that. People like to remind me that the reason the world seems to be going to hell in a handbasket these days is because media loves to jump on anything horrific and then gets beamed around the whole world in seconds, making these things seem more common than they really are. But this happened right here, and not a lot of people know. Kind of makes you wonder how often these things happen and we don't find out. So that's my story. Keep it weird and just say no to drugs, but if you say yes, maybe pay your dealer up front, Chris.
Wow.
Damn.
That is so messed up.
And that was such a good point. It's so true. Like, you and I were talking about something that happened near us lately, and I was like, oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
things happen all the time we don't know about.
I think it's a coping mechanism that a lot of people have where they say like, oh, well, they only report on the bad stuff. So like, that's all you're hearing. It's like, yeah, sure. That's
Right.
100% true. But think about all the bad stuff we're not hearing about.
Exactly.
Like, they're just picking the biggest
They're, like,
things.
cherry picking.
Never mind all these other crazy. Because how many stories have we covered that were like, I didn't even know this
Right.
existed, and it's some of the most horrific shit you'll ever hear.
Or even on like Crime Countdown, when we talk about
Yeah.
stories on there, I'm like, what? Like, I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
even
always
know
like,
that this happened.
How did I not know this happened? Or like,
Right.
how is this person not on every like scariest killer list ever?
Yeah, literally.
But like, no one knows who they are. It's really wild.
It is. It's sad too.
Wow. So why don't we end on a spoopy haunted theater
Why don't we?
where a murderer may have buried someone?
And there's pictures.
And there's pictures.
Oh.
Hey there, Ash and Alaina. I am Laura. I don't know how to start, so I'm going to fangirl here for a minute and say how much I love you guys. I listen to you well at work, and my coworkers think I'm weird. And Ash, I'm witchy too.
Yeah.
I enjoy reading tarot cards for all my friends. Anyways, I will get on with the story. It's a long one, so bear with me.
Elena's a witch too, guys.
I'm like a sciencey witch.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. The theater used to be a church at one point and was transformed to, you guessed it, a theater for plays. It is located in downtown Lewiston, Ohio, where I grew up, but the murders happened before my time. I will add photos so you can see it. I'm going to start with the murders first, then go into the hauntings. That seems like a good way to do it.
Yeah, I like that. It's like the other one. I needed the haunting.
Yeah, you got to give me the murder first and then end on the haunting. This all started with a girl named Christina White, who was 12 years old, going missing. Oh, 12. In April of 1979, she was at a friend's house and was going to ride her bike home. She called her mom and told her she felt overheated. Her mom told her to cool down with a cold, wet rag and then come home when she felt better. But this young, sweet child never made it home, and she was never found.
Oh.
The second victim was Kristen Davis. She was a 22-year-old attending the University of Idaho. On June 26, 1981, she decided to take a lengthy bike ride from Moscow, Indiana to Lewiston, Idaho, which is like,
Moscow,
or excuse me, I don't
Idaho.
know why I just said Indiana. That was weird.
I do that stuff all the time.
I'll just look at a word and just say a totally different word.
Because your brain doesn't read all
Yeah.
of the letters.
It just like fills it in.
in the middle.
Yeah, sorry. So that was weird. She decided to take a lengthy bike ride from Moscow, Idaho to Lewiston, Indiana. Idaho. Oh my God. Why am I saying Indiana?
She rode her bike from
Guys.
Moscow, Idaho to Lewiston,
Okay,
Idaho.
What is happening? What happened in Indiana that my brain is trying to like
know.
suss out here? It's
Right?
like, talk about Indiana.
Wouldn't it be weird if you got to the end and like it had to do something with Indiana?
Yeah, what is that about?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll see, I guess. I don't know. Is
I mean,
something- guys,
to be
is something
fair-
going on in Indiana?
You read the word Washington yesterday and said Massachusetts.
I sure did. I sure did. So I feel like something's happening.
We just read a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Our brains
Yeah.
are like, stop.
Whatever. A bike ride from Moscow, Idaho to Lewiston, Idaho, which is like 32 miles. That's really long. That reminds me of the Tara Calico.
I know. I was thinking that too.
So good for her to do that because I wouldn't even make it 2 miles. Same.
I would barely make it one.
Let
so.
alone the hill down to Lewiston is super steep and I would die. Anyway, she was said to stop and talk to a man in a brown van and she went missing. On July 4th in the same year, a fisherman found a garbage bag containing her dismembered body.
Oh, sweetie.
The other 3 victims went missing on the same day, on September 12th, 1982. Brandy Miller, Christina Nelson, and Stephen Pearsall. Just want to make sure I said that right. Pearsall. Brandy and Stephen knew each other through the theater. Stephen, who was 35, was like a big brother to Brandy, who was 18. Christina and Brandy were roommates, and they were walking to Safeway to go shopping when they weren't seen again. And no one knows what happened to Stephen. Keep this fact in mind for later on. Ooh. That's ominous. On March 19th, 1984, the skeletons of Christina and Brandy were found in Kendrick on a hillside. The story was that they were tossed off the side of a grade and rolled down and stopped at the base of a tree. Some length of cords were found near their remains. That's fucked. How this all ties together is that the suspect is 36-year-old Lane Voss. He was active in the theater. He had a past of crime. When he was 17, he was picked up for attempted burglary outside of a mortuary housing the recovered body of a drowned teenage girl. He was found with a knife, flashlight, and camera. When he was questioned, he could not be clear on his reasons, but I bet it was something gross. I'm willing to say that as well. So he pled guilty for trespassing and completed probation. When he was the suspect of the recent murders, he refused to cooperate with the police. He refused a polygraph test and any further interviews. Gee, that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah,
A
right.
voice stress analysis was performed and suggested deception. And guess what this cowardly, slimy worm did? He moved to North Carolina. Ding ding, we have a winner. The local police knew 99% that he was the guy, but had no hard evidence to hold up in court, so they could not pursue. Again, this is like Tara Calico.
It really is.
So the theater has many rumors as to why it's haunted. There's this room that the cast of the plays call the shoe room. It is a room full of costumes and shoes. I know, not very inventive. I was just going to say, why is it called the shoe room?
It's got
People who
shoes in
go
it.
into the room have been known to get pushed, scratched, and come out with bruises.
Oy.
This room has been rumored to have a body buried under the cement of the floor. Remember Stephen Pearsall? Well, rumors have it that he is the one who was buried.
Oh my goodness.
There is also known to have been a bride that walks up and down the aisles. Of course, there's a bride. Some weird things happen on the stage as well. I've known people who are in plays and they have said they hear voices as they're waiting to go on stage. They see shadows where there aren't supposed to be any, and people get pushed when standing on the side waiting for their part to go on. Ooh. So this is my older sister's story. When she was a teenager, she and her friends went to the theater one night to explore. They started up in the light and sound box. They had candles and other objects out and were trying to communicate with the ghosts. They asked if anyone was up there and to put down and to put down one of the seats in one of the aisles. She and her friends watched as the seat was pushed down and stayed down as if someone was sitting in it.
Whoa, dude.
Next, they went to the stage. My sister said that she heard her name being called right behind her. As she turned around to see if it was one of her friends, there was no one there. After this happened, she noped right on out of there.
I always wonder, how do they know our name?
I know. That's because they're magical.
I know.
They're from a different realm.
I know.
I've been going to plays there with my mom for years, as long as I can remember. Every time I go, the large chandelier in the middle of the room never stops spinning. There are also seats that are reserved for some of the spirits that reside in the theater.
I love when a place
That's amazing.
will lean into this shit.
Just embrace it.
Hell yeah.
Embrace it. I love that. I asked about the seats one night, and apparently if they do not do this, the plays have issues such as lights won't work and sound. I love that the spirits are like, you give me season tickets to this whole season,
Or I'll fuck everything
or I will
up
fuck
for
it all
you.
up for everyone else.
I love it.
I want to see every show. I want every musical.
It's like a Karen ghost.
I love it.
I'd like
I
a
love it.
discount.
I want it. And sometimes the main characters have gotten hurt in the past.
Oh, no.
They decided to permanently keep those seats off limits. Greedy, selfish ghosts. Anyway, my experience was the last time I was there. I was about 21 and my mom and I were at a play. It wasn't a busy night, so there were lots of seats open. My mom and I sat pretty much in the middle of a row. We were sitting there chatting and I felt my hair get flipped, like someone ran their fingers up my hair.
Oh, no, no, no.
I turned around to see the weirdo who was touching me, and there wasn't anyone walking by. The only people there were on the end of the row behind us. Ooh. If someone did touch me, they would still be walking by. My mom asked me what was wrong because I was looking around and weirded out. I told her something touched me. She believes in ghosts too, so she just said, oh, maybe they were trying to get your attention. I'm like, I just want to watch the play. And we continued the night. Well, that's it for the Haunted Murder Theater. Remember to keep it weird.
But that's
P.S.
so
Here are some
weird.
photos, and she has photos of the theater.
I was going to say, but not so weird that a ghost touches your head.
Yeah, none of that. I don't want that at all.
Oh, Christina White was like the cutest little...
She was.
Oh, I can't even.
Oh, what a cool looking theater,
I
too.
know.
We'll have to post a photo because that's really cool.
Oh, I like that it's not like gigantic too. Like it looks
Yeah.
like pretty... Like there's a lot of seats, but it's like compact.
Yeah.
That's
man.
a cool chandelier as well.
Guys.
Oh, Stephen Pearsall was like
I
adorable.
know, he was adorable. Like,
Everyone
I want
was
to scream.
just like the cutest.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god, did you see the picture of the suspect?
No, I didn't even see that.
He's really creepy.
He's really creepy.
He's got like a handlebar mustache. Not that that's creepy, but like it's creepy if you're already creepy. Creepy.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. And he has those eyes.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh man, that's so terrifying.
I'm going to leave now.
All right, my dudes. Well, that was really fun.
Wow. Thank you for sending these in.
You guys are
Keep
the
on
best.
sending them. We love them. They make us happy. They make us scared. They make us sad. They make us thoughtful.
They just make us feel
They do. All the emotions.
everything.
So thank you.
Thanks so much, and we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep
it
weird, but not so weird that Billy Bob and a floating fucking head is hanging over you while you're sleeping because that's really fucked up. Not so weird that you just dump a murder victim on top of somebody's grandparents' lawn because that's really rude of you. Not so weird that you accidentally stumble into a high-profile case and then you never find out what happens from it. Always keep it so weird that you're from New England because those are the best people, and Connecticut is the best too. I love you guys. And definitely don't keep it so weird that you are in a spoopy haunted movie theater where people are just like playing with your hair, and keep it so weird that when you're in the afterlife you can just go to free theater shows.
Yeah. Get season tickets when you're dead.
I'm finna keep it that weird.
Do that.
All right, love you guys.
Bye.
Do you wish you could relive the most meaningful moments in your life? Like that legendary birthday celebration, your first wedding anniversary, or the day you got your diploma. You can't turn back time, but you can revisit those memories with a Hallmark card. When you give a Hallmark card, you give a reminder of the relationships, emotions, and moments that make up their big, meaningful, magical life. So make the moment last. Make it a Hallmark card. Shop at Hallmark.com or wherever Hallmark cards are sold.
Do you remember in school when your teacher had a favorite of everything? A favorite marker, a favorite element, and yes, even a favorite student. Who wasn't me, so let's move on. I want to talk about their real favorite thing. Kleenex tissues. According to teacher lists, Kleenex is the #1 facial tissue trusted by teachers. They're silky soft, help prevent skin irritation. And now, with Kleenex Snap and Go, you can take them anywhere. Stock up on the ultimate classroom favorite. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.